Maganda, di ba? Masaya pag nagle-level up tayo if we get more points or more tokens. So we can apply the same principles in our financial life. Let's make it fun. Let's make it enjoyable. And if you're enjoying something, the more that you will do it. Hello mga ka-RFF, ako muli si Enro Mendoza ng Ramper Financials. Kamusta ho kayo mga ka-RFF? Una sa lahat, gusto ko kayong batiin ng Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Alam ko ngayon sa holiday season, marami tayong mga Christmas party, maraming bigayan. Siyempre, gusto nating regaluhan yung mga importante sa ating buhay, ating pamilya, ating mga friends, colleagues sa office. Pero kailangan hindi natin kalimutan ng ating financial goals. At isa na doon ay ang saving. Lalo na sa 2025, magandang reset ito sa January. So sa video na to, we will go over some tips on how you can save more money in 2025. Okay, so tip number 1, back to basics muna tayo. Identify your needs versus your wants. Minsan kasi hindi natin maiiwasan, meron na pala tayong lifestyle inflation. 'Di ba? Kumikita tayo, may income tayo from our employment or our commissions if you're on sales. Tapos yun pala, ang dami na nating binibili, ang dami na nating gusto, lagi na tayong kumakain sa labas, lagi na tayong nag-impulse buying sa online shopping. Yun pala, hindi na tayo nakaka-save. So itong first tip na to, back to basics muna tayo. Ano ba talaga ang ating mga needs? Ang mga needs ay yung mga kailangan natin para mabuhay. Ito yung renta para sa ating bahay or apartment, yung pagkain para sa ating nutrition and daily energy, ito yung kuryente o tubig sa bahay, ito yung internet, di ba? Kailangan may internet na talaga tayo. Pero i-assess natin, ito na ba yung best value para sa atin? 'Di ba? Kunyari sa transpo, sa commute. Okay ba na everyday nagta-taxi ka? O baka naman may opportunity ka pa mag-save. 'Di ba? Minsan masakit ito, pero ito yung mga ways on how we can save more money to get the most value out of our income. Kailangan i-reverse natin yung formula. Baka kasi sanay kayo na pagpasok ng income, ginagastos agad sa ating expenses both sa wants and sa needs. Pero kailangan i-reverse natin to. Unahin natin ang ating savings and investments. So recommended mga 20 to 30% kung kaya mo. And then yung 70% kung ano yung natitira, yun yung gastusin mo para sa iyong expenses. Now, this is the formula para talagang ma-prioritize mo ang iyong savings and ang iyong investments. Now, if may utang kayo or bad debt, maybe this is credit card debt or ito yung utang sa mga online lending, unahin mong bayaran ng mga utang na to kasi malaki ang mga interest nito. Maganda ay eliminate natin yung debt para hindi na tayo mag-incur ng interest. Now, balik tayo sa wants and needs ha. Na-identify natin yung mga needs natin, yung mga kailangan natin para mabuhay. Ngayon, yung mga wants mo, ano ba yung pinagagastusan mo ngayon? Is it eating out? Is it traveling? Is it buying new clothes? Kasi baka naman may opportunity na i-cut down natin ang mga ito. Now, I'm not saying naman na kailangan needs lang yung paggastusan mo. Maganda rin naman yung medyo may luho sa buhay. Minsan meron tayong celebrating our wins. Pero dapat hindi naman araw-araw and dapat hindi naman napakalaki na, yun nga, lifestyle inflation. What we want to do is to live below our means para makapag-save tayo and invest for our future. Now, baka naman ayaw mo yung sobrang tipid or getting the best value. Baka para sa'yo ang tip number 2. And ang tip number 2 ay increase your income or do side hustles. Baka kasi ayaw nyo na yung masyadong matipid or they call it penny pinching. And then, number 2 should be increasing your income. Let's say you're an employee, you're getting fixed monthly salary. What can you do on your free time? Is it selling part-time? Is it doing side hustles like a small business? What can you do to increase your income or increase your income sources para naman hindi isa lang ang iyong income source. Ang sabi nila, the average dollar millionaire has 7 sources of income. And this can be a combination of the different types of streams of income. Yung mga dollar millionaire na to, may mga real estate na sila, may mga businesses, may mga ownership, no? May mga stock positions ito in the best companies in their countries. So let's do the same. We can add on our income streams, whether it's buying assets like stocks or equity funds para pag nag-increase ng value ang itong mga investments na to, then we also in a way increase our income when they pay out dividends, when they pay out interest, para naman hindi tayo nagre-rely sa isang source of income lamang. Alam mo ba, may mga iba akong kaibigan na napakawais nila, no? They started out as employees, di ba? Full-time job, whether that's 9 to 5, 8 to 5. Pero, meron silang side hustle on the side, di ba? They were doing this after work or during the weekends. Pero, paunti-unti, maliit pa lang yung kita dito. Pero, as they dedicated their time, their effort, their energy, palaki ng palaki ang kanilang side income. At, ang kanilang sideline, eventually, ang naging main line nila, mas malaki na yung kita nila kaysa sa full-time job nila. So, ang ginawa nila ay naging main line nila ang kanilang side hustle. At ngayon, malago na ang kanilang business at marami na silang empleyado. Now, kung nahihirapan kayo sa mga initial steps, di ba? Identifying needs versus wants, medyo mahirap i-cut down yung mga wants natin. Medyo mahirap rin i-increase ang ating income. Ito, very, very executable itong tip number 3. I'm sure magagawa mo to right at this moment. Tip number 3, cut out the expenses that you no longer need. 'Di ba? Identify mo, tingnan mo yung mga subscriptions mo pa lang. Baka naman may hindi ka na ginagamit yung mga gym membership na yan, or yung mga subscription mo to music services like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Premium minsan, 'di ba? Identify mo. Tumataas rin yung mga prices na to. Ako kasi yung nagbabayad sa pamilya namin. Nakikita ko, halos every year tumataas ng price. Now, it's also important to assess, kailangan mo pa ba ang mga ito? Ako personally, I get a lot of benefit from these services. So, I want to keep it and I like to contribute to the family. Pero baka para sa'yo, 2 ang music service mo, 3 ang inyong streaming. So maybe it's nice to cut down on these subscription costs. Identify mo rin. Get a lifestyle check rin. Baka meron kayong mga expensive food na nakasanayan dahil lang kinakain nyo with your parents. Kailangan kayo rin. Pinagagastusan nyo na. But if you're starting out, young family, and you're still, developing the right habits for the young family and you don't have the income of your parents yet, maganda tingnan mo naman yung mga more affordable alternatives. Baka ang mga yon sapat na para sa yung young family, di ba? Itong tip number 4 naman, medyo general pero ang dami nito sa internet. And ang tip number 4 ay use saving hacks. Ang dami-daming saving hacks sa internet. Whether that's in online shopping, wherein you want to add things in your cart first, di ba? Put it in your cart, leave it there for 7 days, 14 days, pag-isipan mo muna kung gusto mo ba talaga ito bago mo bilhin. Kasi ayaw natin ng mga impulse buying. Let's keep it there first for, let's say, 7 days or 2 weeks, 14 days. Tapos i-assess mo, baka kasi mamaya hindi mo pala talaga kailangan. So you're going to cut it out, take it out of your cart. Pero it avoided that impulse buy. Tapos, meron rin naman sa online shopping using all of the vouchers and promos available, no? Tingnan nyo. Minsan kasi, yung mga shop na paborito nyo, they go on sale on 11/11 or 12/12. So, watch out for these promos. Now, ako, this is a personal tip, no? Minsan siniscreenshot ko rin yung price kasi yung mga merchant or yung mga shop owners, minsan, dahil alam nilang marketing promo nga ang mga 11/11, 12/12, tinataasan nila yung price tapos pinapakita nila na ang laki ng discount. Pero yun pala, same price lang. So, this is important to know, no? Sa mga avid or mga savvy sa mga online shops na to. Maganda ay tingnan natin talaga ang presyo and let's really assess if we're getting the best value for our money. Other savings hacks include getting your free birthday treats. Diba? Minsan yung mga restaurant na paborito natin may mga free or may mga coupon pag birthday natin. Minsan, meron rin tayong restaurant na pag nagsagot ka lang ng survey, may libre ka ng meal or libre ka ng dish the next time you go. Or pag sizable naman ang ating expense, minsan may mga cash discount. Let's say for appliances or high-end restaurants, may mga cash discount. So, it's a matter of asking the manager or asking your server if meron ba talagang ganung mga klase ng discount. And sometimes it's small but they add up. So, that was our fourth tip. And if you're still listening in this video, meron tayong bonus tip for you. And ang bonus tip na yun ay gamify your savings and your investments. Diba sa mga avid gamers dito, mahilig sa video games or yung mga retro games, maganda, diba, masaya pag nagle-level up tayo if we get more points or more tokens. So we can apply the same principles in our financial life. Let's make it fun. Let's make it enjoyable. And if you're enjoying something, the more that you will do it. Diba sa mga favorite games natin, may mga badges tayo or may mga milestones, mga level up. Let's do the same for our finances or in this case, sa saving. What if sa 2025, you set a goal na dapat every week meron kang savings of 1,000 pesos. Very manageable, diba? 1,000 lang, baka kasi na-overwhelm tayo na I need to save 200,000, 500,000 by the end of the year. We're focusing too much on the end goal. What if we do this on a weekly basis? Weekly lang ito set natin. 1,000 pesos ang ating weekly savings goal. Diba? Ang dali-dali lang, 1,000 from our income. Did you know that if you save 1,000 every week for the whole year, more or less, meron na kayong mahigit 50,000 in savings? Diba? Ang ganda because small things add up over time. And these small changes make a big difference in the long run. Kung okay ka na sa savings mo, baka naman gusto mo na mag-graduate into investments kasi may emergency fund ka na, nakapag-save ka na. So, going into investments, masaya rin pag nakikita mo na lumalago ang iyong pera. That's why I encourage everyone to open a Ramper online account. Sa Ramper online kasi, you can invest in professionally managed funds for as low as 1,000 pesos only. Imagine, nakapag-save ka na, gusto mo nang mag-invest for your future. Ito, a Jollibee franchise takes tens of millions of pesos. Pero investing in a mutual fund allows you to be part owners of these big businesses, these big companies. In the Jollibee instance, for example, yung tens of millions na yun, isang branch lang yun. Pero ito, with just little as 1,000 pesos only, you can partly own Jollibee Foods Corporation, which is all of the branches and all of their brands combined. Ang ganda, di ba? So if you're investing for your future and you're focused on your progress towards reaching your financial goals and ginagawa mo rin itong masaya, it's an enjoyable journey, growing your money, then Ramper Online is for you. Going back to gaming it and maybe even automating it, we have our latest feature called the monthly recurring investments, wherein you can connect your BPI account and Ramper will be investing in your behalf every month. Hindi mo na kailangan isipin. Hassle-free, stress-free. Talagang wala nang excuse. You can just keep investing every month. And at the end of the year, at the end of 2025, tingnan mo ang iyong portfolio. Baka lumaki na ito. Diba? So again, small changes make a big difference. Now, baka konti lang ang savings tips na to. Baka may mga nakalimutan ako. Let's make it an engaging community. Comment down below. Baka may mga savings tips kayo na in-apply nyo sa buhay nyo na maraming naikinabang dito sa ating RFF community. So please, comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned a lot, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And let's make 2025 the year where we are focused on our savings and investment goals. Yun lang from me for today mga ka-RFF. Again, my name is Enro Mendoza from Ramper Financials, empowering you for financial success. Cheers mga ka-RFF!